Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look at euro currency. So the situation here becomes more and more interesting day by day. Yesterday we talked that probably market could show the bounce up based on the price action that we discussed yesterday. Indeed, this bounce has happened, but after that, direction again has changed and market returned back down to the previous lows. And that is important moment which we have to pay attention to in today's video. So currently on the daily chart, mostly everything stands the same. Market is calling around the confidence support. Here, although you can see this overall nature of this price action is bearish because market shows the upward action, but then returned back down, back to the lows and close right at the tail. So without no lower shadow here on candle. But at the same time, it hasn't quite formed the reversal candle just because market has closed above the previous lows. So that's why we can't call it definitely as a reversal. But this is not really very important. The fact that currently market stands in the moment which very significant for, I suppose, on the daily performance and on intraday market performance as well. Because actually that's an area of the strong support on the daily. And if market will break it down, that will be a very significant step in overall price behavior, not only for the daily but on the weekly chart, because this guys actually the wedge pattern that we have on the weekly chart as well. So but at the same time, at the moment, despite this recent reversal down, market still has chances to turn in opposite direction. I'm not sure definitely that here we will get today the final breakout. There are some reasons for that exist. So first of all, on the 4-hour time frame chart, take a look what has happened. We said it's probably bounce should happen because market has failed to show the breakout of the OP target right in the moment when it has come to it, despite significant sell-off that has happened here. So taking into consideration the strength of the sell-off, I'd suggest the direct downside breakout here and moving to the XOP, but this hasn't happened. Market somehow stopped here, reversed to the upside direction. That's actually the trade that we discussed yesterday. But now take a look. It hasn't shown further upward continuation, but reversed and returned back down again. One of the possible patterns that could be formed here, yes, of course, we could get the breakout, we could get the downward continuation as well. But at the same time, I'm not excluding the double bottom pattern here. It's minor double bottom on the hourly chart probably. This could be some just two bottoms and the testing of this strong support area. The reasons why I think so stands threefold. First of all, market still stands in confidence, and here we have the bullish divergence with MACD. This is the first reason. Second reason, today, guys, we again take a look at the cross-market analysis, but this time not only on the dollar index but on the DAX stock index. So take a look first on the dollar index. You could see that shape of this, let's call it as a double bottom fragment. It stands a bit different. So if on the euro we see that market stands right at the bottom on the dollar index, you can see this bounce stands a bit smaller compared to the previous top, and the market hits the XOP target. So here's also we have some divergence in favor of the opposite direction. But major background here stands on the DAX stock index. So take a look at the daily chart. On the DAX index, guys, we have the major and large ABCD pattern is completed on the daily chart. This is really great. Large ABCD, not probably only on the daily, but on the weekly as well. Here you can see the clear bearish divergence that stands on the market with this testing of the OP target. Here, guys, the tricky moment stands around the all-time tops of the DAX index. It has been challenged, and I am not excluding the wash and rinse here, because take a look at OP with the maroon line stands few points above the top, all-time high on the DAX index. So guys, here personally, I will watch for wash and rinse on the DAX index here. It really could happen today. If this will happen, that will support the euro currency, because usually some relation exists that currencies goes in the opposite direction to the stock index. So not always. This is not as strong as with the dollar index relation, I mean, but still it mostly, as usual, it holds as well on the markets between the domestic stock market and currency, domestic currency. And finally, third reason stands on the hourly chart. Do not forget about the XOP that we discussed yesterday, it's 1070. That could be one of the reasons why market is turning down. Here probably we will get minor grabber. At this point, by the MACD, you can see that probably we have the grabber that should lead to taking out of these lows. But take a look at 1070. We have the XOP of this ABCD pattern. That's why, guys, all these factors tells that this game is not over yet. I mean, between the bearish continuation and bullish pullback. And I suppose that we should keep an eye on this 1070 area. If we will get clear signs of the wash and rinse, so market will drop here, hits the XOP 1070, and then will show a fast return at the cup. It will tell you that all that we said currently is about possible upward action will be realistic, and euro currency really could start upward action right from here. If no reaction here will follow, market will happen, market just will drop below the 1070 and starting downward action here. Well, it will mean that we're coming to the 1020 area. That's next major support on the daily chart. XOP, large A, B, C, top D pattern, and major FIB support in 1016 on the daily chart. That will lead to the final breakout of the wedge, and I suppose that will be more serious consequences of this breakout if this will happen today. So that's our view on the euro currency. So this round is not over yet, so keep watching for the 1070 and the market performance around this level.